Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project Magnetic Reversal News in Shinrin-yoku, bringing you a hurricane update Sunday, October 4th, around 10:30 p.m. Mountain Time 2020. Now, in case you haven't heard, you're in peak hurricane season. And there is always a second wave in mid-October. And the lull happened a week earlier than normal. But we're peaking. Second wave coming now. New warnings issued in the Caribbean ahead of new Gulf Coast hurricane threat. There is a tropical storm brewing just south of Cuba. And it will become Tropical Storm Delta. Tropical wave will likely develop in the northwestern Caribbean. It's expected to be a rainmaker for Jamaica, Cuba, and the Caymans. This system will enter the Gulf of Mexico by midweek, likely as a tropical storm. When it becomes a tropical storm, it will be named Delta. Yes, after Beta, Gamma, and Delta. It's expected to become a hurricane before it reaches the northern Gulf Coast as Hurricane Delta. Now, the reason we're doing this update is to bring you up to speed on the hurricane season, which extends all the way to the end of November for the most part, with hurricane potential all the way through Christmas, albeit low. But there's a secondary peak from October 1st to October 20th where hurricanes can and will form. And Tropical Storm Gamma nears the southern Gulf. Tropical Storm Delta is forming over the Caribbean. And we do have footage of Gamma. But let's give you some updates on Gamma. Tropical Storm Gamma slowly drifted Sunday evening towards the northern Yucatan Peninsula as the National Hurricane Center warned of a potential tropical cyclone developing near the central Caribbean. That will be Delta. As of 8 p.m., Gamma was located 185 miles northeast of Progreso, Mexico, approaching Merida. It is 170 miles northwest of Cozumel, and its tropical storm force winds extend up to 160 miles from the center, the National Hurricane Center said. Gamma's maximum sustained winds is at 60 miles per hour, moving slowly at 3 miles per hour. The National Hurricane Center forecaster said Sunday evening the storm will gradually turn towards the southwest tonight or Monday. But we do have the data and we do have the models, so we'll run them through. We also have some footage of just what Tropical Storm Gamma looks like on the Yucatan. Looky here. Oh, that's not parsed up. That's pretty lame. Let me see if we can get some of the trees in here. Now that is just lame. That's lame. That is the quality of our system. And here you can see some of the trees blowing. Now take note of these trees, how they're bent. That's from previous tropical storms causing this havoc. Here you can see one sheared off completely, or two. Pretty standard stuff here. But we'll pause that so it really won't annoy us. Now, key messages for Gamma. Here you can see the position. It's going to wrap around the Yucatan and dump back down onto the Yucatan, bringing massive rains into this region. Gamma is expected to produce heavy rainfall for several days over portions of the southeastern Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, Central America, and far western Cuba. The rainfall could result in life-threatening flash flooding and mudslides, particularly in the mountainous regions of southeastern Mexico and Central America. Even though Gamma is just offshore, tropical storm conditions are likely along portions of the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula on Monday. So those are the key messages, and let's get to Delta. Here you can see the position of Tropical Depression 26, which will become Tropical Storm Delta in about 24 hours. Gamma's position just north of the Yucatan, and another system which has 0% chance of developing. We come over to the key messages for Tropical Depression 26, which will become Tropical Storm Delta by tomorrow. Tropical storm conditions are expected in the Cayman Islands beginning late Monday, and tropical storm warnings will be in effect. Dangerous storm surge and hurricane conditions are possible for portions of western Cuba and the Isle of Youth by Tuesday afternoon. At this point, it will be a severe tropical storm approaching Cat 1, in my opinion. Here you can see the cone of probability, and it's bringing it right into the crosshairs of New Orleans. Now, the typical track for most storms this time of year would would turn right and cut across the southern tip of Florida and up the East Coast. So anything can change because it's not expected that this storm will be in the central Gulf until sometime Wednesday. So we'll have way better modeling at that point, and we'll bring you another update in a day or so. Now, the system is forecast to approach the northern Gulf Coast late this week as a hurricane, Cat 1, maybe Cat 2. If it shifts position, it's anyone's guess and we'll have to establish our position based on the new data. So we're going to be watching this very closely. Where there is large uncertainty in the track and intensity forecast at this time, there is a risk of dangerous storm surge, wind, rainfall hazards along the coast from Louisiana to the western Florida Panhandle. So from Pensacola all the way to Houston, it's anyone's guess where this baby's going to hit. So stay tuned to the channel for more. And let's check out the models, shall we? We're looking at the GFS model in the current position of Gamma off of the northern coast here. And it looks like it's gotten a little weaker, which is good news. So we're just going to move it through until Delta here starts to organize. So here's tomorrow morning. You could see that Gamma is moving into the southern Gulf as the tropical wave south of Cuba starts to organize. By late Monday, we're going to be seeing some intensification here, and it is my position that at this point it will become a tropical storm, if not a hurricane. So according to the models here, we're at tropical storm. Yeah, so tropical storm by the end of early Tuesday morning, become a hurricane by Wednesday, based on the models. And we can see here Gamma off of Merida simply bringing heavy rain to the entire southern Gulf Coast here. As Delta now moves into the Gulf of Mexico and intensifies into a Cat 1 storm, let's just follow this if I can get in there. Like swimwear, 65, 70 mile an hour winds at the core. As it grows, and this is very early in the modeling, so this is going to change. But we can see here a Cat 1, Cat 2 hurricane forming by Wednesday. And here we are midday Thursday, where we're going to develop an eye wall and a center of circulation. And people are going to be preparing for landfall for Hurricane Delta. I know, it's very confusing. Gamma, Delta, Zeta, Eta, Theta, Iota, Kappa, Lambda, Mu, Nu, Xi, Omicron. Where will it end? Well, midday Thursday we'll have excellent modeling, and we'll know where this is going to make landfall. It is our position that it's going to make landfall west of New Orleans. So if you're in that region, proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Thanks to all of you and our watching, all the people that share these videos. And that's a boom to knowledge. Be safe. Our prayers go out to everyone in the entire Gulf Coast, which is being pummeled by tropical storms currently, and will continue through October. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance when we are, well, let's just say, at the peak. Well, the second wave is coming. It's already here. That's a boom.